This presentation will focus on active IQ qualifications that are eligible for funding for the 2016 to 2017 funding year. It is aimed at centres holding an SFA contract or who are working with another contract holding organisation to offer qualifications using the new Adult Education Budget Legal Entitlement or Advanced Learner Loans. If you've joined this presentation but do not hold an SFA contract, you can use the links on this slide to find out more about what's required to become a contract holder. The aim of this session is to update centres on the key changes to SFA funding from the start of the new funding year from August 1st, 2016. The objectives are to explore the options available to maximise your offer to learners using the revised list of eligible qualifications under the new Adult Education Budget, and to provide an update on active IQ qualifications eligible for learners wishing to apply for Advanced Learner Loans. So to give you some background to the changes to SFA funding, the new Adult Education Budget brings the former Adult Skills Budget, Community Learning and Discretionary Learner Support Fund together into a single budget line. The Adult Education Budget is fixed for the next 3 years at £1.5 billion per year. Advanced Learner Loan funding sits outside the Adult Education Budget, as do apprenticeships. Both of these have their own budget lines. Advanced Learner Loan funding is set to rise over the next 3 years. So starting with the new Adult Education Budget. There are 2 key elements to the Adult Education Budget, and they are local flexibility and legal entitlement. Local flexibility means that colleges and training providers have the option of delivering qualifications that meet the needs of a local area. This can include provision at level 2 or below. Active IQ have a number of qualifications on the list for local flexibilities for the 2016-17 funding year. In order to use the local flexibility aspect of the Adult Education Budget, local areas, colleges and training providers must work together to influence what can be offered. To find out more about local flexibilities, please contact the Business Development team on the contact details at the end of this presentation. The second key element of the new Adult Education Budget is the legal entitlement. A legally entitled learner can be fully funded under the Adult Education Budget if they meet the required criteria. The first criteria is that they must be unemployed or working 16 hours or less per week. Next, there is the age category, which determines what a learner is legally entitled to. If a learner is aged 19 to 23 and is taking their first level 2 and or first full level 3 qualification, a learner can be fully funded. If the learner is aged 24 or over, they can access funding, but only for the first level 2 qualification. And in both cases, of course, the learner has to be unemployed or working 16 hours or less per week. It's worth noting at this point that the SFA has stripped away hundreds of qualifications from the list they funded in the previous year, 2015 to 16. So you'll need to check the new SFA list of legal entitlements to see what they're funding this year. This funding year started in August. In addition, there are further changes planned for the financial year 2017-18 that you will need to be aware of. So please keep in contact with the Business Development team at Active IQ and check our website for regular updates. Moving on then, some changes to Advanced Learner Loans. All learners who are aged 24 or over must access an Advanced Learner Loan to fund a qualification which is at level 3 or above. Advanced Learner Loans have now been extended to learners who are aged 19 and over. Advanced Learner Loans have their own funding line and they have a budget which is set to increase significantly over the next 3 years. The qualifications to be offered for Advanced Learner Loans must be on the approved list, which is published and regularly updated by the Skills Funding Agency. Learners can now apply for up to 4 loans and they can get more than 1 loan at the same time. They can also apply for loans to take qualifications which are at the same level. For the next part of this presentation, I will summarise the qualifications that Active IQ currently have on the Adult Education Budget Legal Entitlement list, and also the qualifications which are eligible for Advanced Learner Loan funding. I'll then have a look in a bit more detail at the Active IQ qualifications that appear on these lists, and start to look at how you might best deliver these and offer them to learners to maximise the funding opportunities available using your SFA contract. The information on the Active IQ qualifications available under these funding streams will be presented in 3 tables. The tables will detail the funding rates attached to each of these qualifications. For each qualification, it will show whether it is available through the Adult Education Budget Legal Entitlement for learners in both age categories, 19 to 23 and 24 and over. It will then state whether the qualification is eligible for Advanced Learner Loans. The Active IQ qualifications eligible for funding is presented in 3 categories: exercise and fitness specialist skills, and education, business and management. The information is shown on the following 3 tables. Active IQ has a number of qualifications available through public funding in the exercise and fitness category. They're available as both Level 2 and Level 3 qualifications and vary in terms of the size. The Level 2 certificate in fitness instruction and self-development in active leisure is a very popular choice from this category, as it is fundable for both 19 plus and 24 plus learners under the legal entitlement. In addition, it draws down a favourable funding rate in relation to the size of the qualification. For learners wishing to progress from the Level 2 certificate in fitness instructing to become personal trainers, we have 2 qualifications: the Level 3 certificate in personal training and the Level 3 certificate in personal training with business skills for fitness professionals. Neither of these qualifications is available under the legal entitlement. However, a learner wishing to take one of these qualifications can do so using an advanced learning loan. If you wish to offer a combined qualification for your learners to become personal trainers and fitness instructors, then you can use the Level 3 diploma in fitness instructing and personal training. You can deliver this qualification to learners aged 19 to 23 who are eligible under the legal entitlement, but you can also combine them with learners that are 24 plus who can access an advanced learner loan. If you would like to deliver a qualification which is larger in size at Level 2 and available through the legal entitlement for 24 plus and 19 plus learners, the Level 2 Diploma in Health and Fitness and the Level 2 Diploma in Fitness Instructing Sales and Business Skills are both good choices, as they incorporate the personal training qualification at Level 3. The diplomas at both Level 2 and Level 3 shown on this slide provide a good alternative if you would like an offer that includes a range of choice and additional skills that can be added to fitness instructing and personal training. The diplomas are essentially a number of Active IQ qualifications bundled together, which makes it a cost-effective option in terms of registration costs, but also in its attractiveness to learners. Later in this presentation, I'll give you a few examples of the learner categories and how you may be able to maximise your funding opportunities to support their learning. However, if you would like to explore the best opportunities available to you in relation to your own particular learners and the funding streams you wish to access, our business development team can support you with this. Our contact details will be available for you at the end of this presentation. Moving on to exercise and fitness specialist skills. Learners wishing to specialise their skills at levels 3 and 4 can do so using advanced learner loans if they are aged 19 and over. Active IQ has a number of qualifications in this category which are listed on this slide. Remember that learners can now access more than one advanced learner loan and can access learner loans for qualifications at the same level. This enables them to build their skills working up from a personal trainer or a fitness instructor. Active IQ believes that the development of specialist skills for fitness instructors and personal trainers plays a key role in raising the standards of our industry. Unlike the legal entitlements, qualifications can be added to the SFA Advanced Learner Loan list on an ongoing basis. So it's important to keep an eye on our newsletters and website so you can find out more about all the exciting new developments coming soon from Active IQ. Finally, in addition to the qualifications that Active IQ has available for funding in the exercise and fitness and specialist fitness categories, we can also offer a number of options in the education, business and management category. All the qualifications on this slide are eligible for Advanced Learner Loan funding. I'm now going to give you a few examples of how you can offer Active IQ qualifications to the various categories of learner using the adult education budget and/or advanced learner loans, starting with the legal entitlement. So a few options then. A learner can take the Level 2 certificate in fitness instructing and self-development in active leisure in order to qualify as a fitness instructor using the legal entitlement. In order for this learner to then qualify as a personal trainer, they can take the Level 3 diploma in fitness instructing and personal training using the legal entitlement. However, you will not be able to claim full funding for this diploma, as the learner will already have achieved the Level 2 component of the qualification. So therefore, partial funding will now be available. Another option available would be for you to offer the Level 3 certificate in personal training or the Level 3 certificate in personal training with business skills for fitness professionals to learners who have already got their Level 2 fitness instructing qualification. To offer this option, your learners will need to apply for an advanced learner loan, as these two qualifications do not sit in the legal entitlement. We also have a number of diploma options available to you if you wish to offer a larger qualification to your learners. This will require you to deliver add-on qualifications in addition to the core fitness instructing and personal training. The Level 2 diploma in fitness instructing sales and business skills and the Level 2 diploma in health and fitness both incorporate the personal training at Level 3 as part of the qualification. The additional credits that will be required to make up the full size of the qualification can be taken from a number of options and allow the learners to build on additional skills to support their core qualifications. For learners wishing to study at Level 3, we have the Diploma in Health and Fitness Skills. This also incorporates the fitness instructing and personal training qualifications as part of its makeup. And again, learners will need to take additional units to achieve the full qualification. And finally, our new tech level diplomas, the Level 2 diploma in physical activity, fitness and exercise science, and the Level 3 diploma in fitness activity, fitness and exercise science, both sit in the legal entitlement for learners aged 19 to 24. Looking at the legally entitled learner aged 24 plus. These learners can access funding under the legal entitlement for a qualification at Level 2, but will need to access advanced learner loan funding for the Level 3. So, a learner can do the Level 2 certificate in fitness instructing and self-development in active leisure using their legal entitlement and follow this on with the Level 3 certificate in personal training or the Level 3 certificate in personal training with business skills using their advanced learner loan eligibility. If you are looking for a qualification to deliver that gives legally entitled learners both the Level 2 fitness instructing and Level 3 personal training components, we have 3 Level 2 diplomas that fall into that category. Again, if you wish to deliver the diploma qualifications, you will need to consider which additional units you offer to your learners in order for them to achieve the full qualification. So finally, a quick summary of what's available to learners aged 19 and over who are not in the legal entitlement. Advanced learner loans offer lots of options to these learners. We have a full range of qualifications that enable learners to qualify as fitness instructors and personal trainers using advanced learner loans. The Active IQ Level 3 diploma in fitness instructing and personal training remains one of the most popular choices for learners wishing to access an advanced learner loan. If a learner has already achieved the Level 2 fitness instructing qualification, then the Level 3 certificate in personal training or the Level 3 certificate in personal training with business skills for fitness professionals are both good options. And as mentioned previously in this presentation, Active IQ have a range of other qualifications for learners who wish to build on their skills using advanced learner loans. So to conclude, looking ahead, the future of the funding landscape is changing all the time, and we need to keep a close eye on how the funding of our qualifications will be affected by this. Full funding for legally entitled learners will be squeezed more in the future, and changes are ahead regarding the types of qualifications that the government will fund for adults. There will be more emphasis on tech-level qualifications for funding in the legal entitlement, but advanced learner loans remain a safe bet for the future in terms of adult funding. I hope you found this presentation useful. We understand that making sense of funding can feel quite daunting at times, particularly with all the changes taking place at the moment. Our business development team are here to help you understand all of this. Please do get in touch with us using the details shown on the screen. Thank you for listening.